sizzling episode of Business in Motion. Today we're out here in Best Valley in Johannesburg, here at Wingsville Properties with Mr. Austin Chikenze. How are you, Mr. Austin? Chikenze. Sorry about that. How are you, Mr. Austin?
I'm fine, and how are you?
I'm good. Now tell us, who is Mr. Austin Chikenze?
Like you said, my name is Austin Chikenze. I'm an estate agent, a property consultant. I'm the principal of Wingsville Properties.
Okay.
I'm married
Lovely.
with beautiful children and a beautiful wife. Yeah, that is it.
So, Mr. Austin, tell us, at what point in time did you decide that you want to be an estate agent?
Yeah. I really wanted to be a doctor, right? And when I was younger, when I was small. But when I started growing up, I have this thing that I want to impact people's life. And I changed my dream. I wanted to be an engineer. But along the line, when I gained admission into the higher institution, I went there late. So the course they chose me for, was full. The registration was full already.
Okay.
So I now sat down and they gave me options. And I looked at the options, and the intention was to do another course for 1 year, right? Before I will switch back to the course that I already had intention of studying. When I started with estate management, right? Because I didn't know anything about estate management, right? I was focusing on engineering, So when the first year at school, I now saw, I think this is what I really wanted to do, right? So I stayed as estate management student. Then I had this passion for it, and impacting people's life, right? Then that was how I got into. I won't say it was by accident. I would say it was God's plan for me. So I got myself as an estate agent management student, and from there I have not had any regret. I'm happy because I'm impacting life. I'm helping people. This is me here today. Good.
Now, having mentioned education, so now being in this industry for as long as you have, would you say that one does really need to go to university for them to become a well-established estate agent?
No. I think the first thing is whatever you do, even if you study to be a doctor, the question is, do you have passion for it? If you have passion for it, right, first, then that will drive you, because in life there are ups and downs.
Yes.
But because you have passion for it, that will drive you to achieve your goal. You can be an estate agent without even studying that at school. With estate agency affair boards, with what they have in plan now, you can start off for being, when you do your matric, then you can enroll with one of the schools, Wits University. They study if you can afford it. Then if you want to go straight to be an estate agent, you can start from NQF4. You do your NQF4, NQF5. If you want to be a principal, do your PDE. So it's in stages. So you can be an estate agent without really going to university. But going to university, it's also it's an added advantage for you, right? To be a master of what master in estate agents, property consultant, or project management, in whatever you want to do. So I won't really rule out going to university. If you can afford it, it is a very good thing. But if you cannot, you can still be an estate agent, and you can also be a principal. But it takes few years for you to accomplish what you dream to be, or for your passion, to come to pass. Yeah.
So now take us back when you first started out. How much did you have in your pocket? How much was that?
You don't really need to have money to start, right? Like I said, once you have passion and you find a good registered estate agency company, right? And I know they can also assist with maybe transportation and stuff. Then you just need to go there, go to your training, do your logbook, right? And when you, with the supervision from your principal, right? You can even have clients and you can start earning money from your first month. Yes.
Okay.
Then nothing stops you from earning money if you're an intern estate agent, but you need to, work with your principal. He needs to supervise you, to put you through. That's part of the training. So nothing stops you from earning. So you don't really need money to start. You just have passion for it. Approach a registered estate agency company. Then the principal will put you through, and you can start earning money from the one.
So I want to understand something here. So you're saying the principal will help you to earn money. You go to a registered estate company.
Yes.
So now, initially, if you want to branch out, are you going to be signed under the very same agency, or are you going to go and register your own and still be associated? How does it
Okay.
work?
Now you start from being an intern. From being an intern, you do your NQF4 level 4, right? When you do your NQF level 4 and you pass your PDE exam, right? Now you are a registered estate agent.
Okay.
Right? If you want to have your own company, that means you need to go further and do NQF 5, then PDE 5. So when you do your NQF 5 and PDE 5 and you pass your exams, then you can open up your company. Then you can start saying, you're looking for an office, you're looking for, it's not going to cost you a lot to start. You can even start from your room. I remembered I started from, I was staying in a bedroom, a flat, right? I started from my lounge, then we start growing down to where I am now. And I'm saying, I'm not stopping. I'm also starting now as well. Sky is not my limit.
Yes.
Sky is my stepping stones that I'm going further and further.
Okay. So now, having been in this industry, and I say I want to venture into it, how does the licensing part go about? What do I have to do in order for me to get a license?
Yes. The government with estate agency affairs boards, they are trying to make estate agent a profession, right? Because we are professionals, like your doctor, like your lawyers. So that's why they're putting in place all the academic plans to make you a professional. Then, so if you want to start as an intern, Estate Agency Affairs Board will give you Fidelity Fund certificate. Then your certificate will let you practice, so that they want to separate between quacks and fly-by-night estate agents. So you need to properly get registered with Estate Agency Affairs Board. And with the help of your principal, right, and Estate Agency Affairs Board, because you submit your logbooks to Estate Agency Affairs Board. So they also monitor it and they help you to grow and they help you to become a professional. So you just need to get your license from Estate Agency Affairs Board, which is your Fidelity Fund certificate.
Okay, so what are your typical clients on a daily basis?
We do residential properties, we do commercial properties. We are trying to focus on clients that are low-income clients, right? Government workers, low-income clients, say salary from 2021, maybe 25 down. Then we tend to try and help them, assist them to get a home. Most of them are not earning too much, right? We
Yeah.
advise
Yeah.
them and we tell them what to do to buy a property. Because as you know, property is one of your greatest investment in life.
Yes.
So what we do, we're trying to make everybody happy, at least for you also to have a home. If you have a home that you call yours, then
Yes.
other things will fall in place.
Yes. True.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So now with this industry compared to the rest of the world, where would you say South Africa is?
South Africa, South Africa is doing well,
Mhm.
right? With everything in place, with Estate Agency Affair Board, I think South Africa is doing really, really well compared to other countries. South Africa is a developing country, but with what they have on ground, I think they can compete with the Europe. They can compete with them, and I think they are doing well. I think we've had some seminars abroad whereby some estate agents from here traveled there, and
Okay.
yes, we are doing well in South Africa. Yes.
So now, with everything changing as the world is changing and things are changing, how do you manage to stay innovative?
Yes. Everything keeps changing. The laws change every day. Interest rate goes up, and
Yes.
it goes down as well. And you just need to go to seminars. You need to read books. You need to acquaint yourself with what is happening around you. Because as an estate agent, if you're handling an area, you are this area specialist, you are supposed to know what is happening in the area. So you need to be close to this municipality, city of Johannesburg or Ekurhuleni if you are here in Johannesburg. You need to go for seminars. And like I said, Estate Agency Affair Board also, there is this program for all estate agents. Annually, I mean, it is a must. You need to attend some seminars, right? And when you attend seminars, you have points that you acquire. I mean, why? But if you don't, then you'll be penalized for that. So, with the Estate Agency Affair Board, everything is going well, and they are trying their best to make you not outdated. You need to go with the trend and see what is happening, and there is provision for you to go to seminars. Then you as an estate agent you also need to go for training and seminars, and we do training here in the office here twice every week. So I mean, with that, I mean you'll be you know what is happening. I mean, changes, and you go with the flow.
Okay, you'll be well equipped.
Well equipped, yes.
Okay, so now with you being in this industry, I can imagine you've come across with a whole lot of challenges. What are some of the challenges that you've come across?
As an estate agent, property consultant, I tell my workers, you are a counselor, right? Because you meet people that because the banks want to repossess their property, some of them don't really know what to do about it. You advise them, you put a smile on their face. You see a lot of marriages that are crashing, they want to divorce, you advise them. You see, you're an accountant, you are really everything, a bit of everything. So now the challenge is when you don't understand your client's real estate needs, then there will be a challenge. But if you really are a professional and you're a property consultant, the first thing to do is to sit down and listen to your clients, know where they are coming from so that you know how to assist them. So you can give them an informed explanation, give them you can give them explain to them how it should be, and so that they can make an informed decision. So I think to start with, it's for you to listen to them, right? Understand their real estate needs, then you give them the best advice and for them to take an informed decision. So it's not really a challenge. I think we are we are dealing with human beings, and we are
Yes.
dealing with people
Yes.
that needed our professional advice. So we need to listen to them so that we know where they are coming from, so that we also know how to assist. If we don't know where they are coming from, then there will be challenge because you will not meet that need.
Okay. So now you've heard it. As an estate agent, you need to be a counselor as well. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. We are still here with Mr. Austin Chikenze. So now, having been in this industry for so long, I want you to take me back to when you first started out. Did you start here in South Africa or did you start back home in Nigeria?
Yeah, I started back home in Nigeria before I came into South Africa, right? So, yeah, I've been an estate agent from Nigeria. So
now, having to transition and coming here in South Africa, as we all know, there's a whole lot of xenophobia going on here. So, how has the treatment been like?
wow, like I said before, if you have passion for something, right, it will be your drive. And because I have passion for being an estate agent. And when I came here, it wasn't really encouraging. Being a foreigner here, to get a job was very difficult because I started sending my CVs with what I've got. Then I also started consulting with Estate Agency Affairs Board to see how I can get the certificate to operate and to work as an estate agent. But it has not been easy, right? When I started my first job, I think that was in 2006, 2007. Our job needs you to meet people, right? To be an estate agent, you need to meet people. That's what we call direct marketing, door knock. When I started with door knocks, it was difficult. Now, when I do my door knocks and someone comes out of the house and I say, my name is Austin, they look at the accent and they ask you some questions. Where are you from? Then, because there's passion, I mean, I'm happy to be an estate agent and I'm doing legit. I tell them I'm from Nigeria. Some of them will welcome you. Some of them will be like, get out of my house. You're not welcome here. You do drugs. But because of the passion I have for the job, so it pushed me. Then, and the funny thing is this. When I leave that house and I go to the next door neighbor, they will welcome me with open hands and say, yeah, we want to sell our house. So now I now see it's not everybody that is xenophobic. There are few of them, but like I said, if you have passion for the job, it will drive you, and you won't look at the negativities. I looked at the negativities, and I was discouraged. I won't be here today. And to the glory of God, we pushed. There is this scenario I will not forget. Right? I did a door knock, and the lady asked me to sell the property. She's a white lady. And I told her I want to come for a show house. Right? The lady said, no problem. She left the house empty and gave me the keys and said, when you are done, give me a call. If I'm close by, I'll pick the keys from you. If not, you can give it to my neighbor. When she left, I sat down and I was like, wow. So someone there, can trust me. So that encouraged me to push forward. And from there, I've not looked back. We've been trying and we're doing our best. And we are one of the best in the eastern part of Johannesburg. And we have a lot of workers. Many of them have also even started their business and they are also growing. So like I said, we impact lives, we meet people, we help each other, we growing, we get a lot of people out of the street. We advise them to go legit, and I think to the glory of God, everything is going well. Also, we have a lot of few guys that I've trained, and they own their own company. They are now principals, and they are also doing well. And we have a lot of other guys that are still here. They come to training, and they're also aspiring to be principals one day, right? So those are the things we do, and those are the kind of help we can give to make South Africa a better place, and to also create job, because a lot of people are there and they are not employed. And most of them don't even know anything about real estate. But when they join and they see that we impact lives, we help people. I mean, you sell houses, and sellers come to you and they hug you and say thank you. Some of them cry and say, "Wow, see what you have done." Some of them are going for retirement homes. You sell their properties. I mean, they are really, really happy. And you know you are impacting lives and you are doing a great job there. And I think what else is better than that? We are growing, and like I said, we have not gotten to where we are going. Heaven or sky is my stepping stone. Thanks.
Okay, so now with the guys that you are helping, the question that I think everybody wants to know, being a Nigerian man, are you also just hiring Nigerian people, or do you hire each and everyone? You don't have room for racism?
No, we don't discriminate. And like I said, Estate Agency Affair Board, we had to sign. We had to sign with them that you cannot be an estate agent and you'll be racist. You cannot, and we don't discriminate. Part of our code of conduct, it's equal treatment, equal service to everyone, whether black, red, yellow, red, green, equal service. So we have South Africans here, we have Nigerians here, we have, I mean, everyone. It's welcome. You can come and work. And we, like I said, I won't really say helping them. I'll say we are a team.
Yeah.
We work together, because I, as Austin Chikeze, cannot carry it alone. I cannot do it alone. So we work with each other. I learn from them, they learn from me, and to also achieve their passion, and to achieve whatever to be whatever they want to be. Most of them want to be an estate agent. Like I said, few of them are already owning their own company, their estate agent, and more are still going to own their company. So that's what we do.
Okay, that's lovely. So now, take me back to you landing here in South Africa.
Yeah.
And I want to hear some of the worst remarks that you've had. That, for me, negativity pushes me to push on more, to do more good. So what are some of the negative remarks that you've heard and that just pushed you to keep going and keep going up to the point where you are now?
I've met some people, right? And they said, your accent, like I said the other time, are you Nigerian? I say, yeah, I'm proudly Nigerian.
Yes.
And they say, are you sure you don't do drugs? And I tell them, I don't do drugs. And I'm an estate agent, I'm a professional. Let me work for you. My work will tell you who I am, right? Let me work for you. Then if you're not happy with the service, then you can go to my office, give them a call and tell them. And none of them had really done that. So the remarks would be, get out of my house, I'll ask my dog to bite you, you guys are taking our jobs. And a lot of some things that I won't really want to start saying. Yeah. But now I look back and I said, thank you for those kind of ugly words, or whatever it is. It's really encouraged me. Now I'm a different Nigerian. If anyone is doing drugs, I'm a different Nigerian. I'm a different person. And I'm an employer of labor, and I've really helped a lot of people. We've worked together, like I said. So it doesn't really matter. I'm moving forward, and anybody can say whatever they want. Mine is, where am I today? What is my aim or my goals tomorrow? Where am I going tomorrow? Then how many lives have you impacted? Very, very important. How many lives? We don't just sit down and say, this is bad, that is bad. Yeah. You know, what are you doing to make things work well from your side? I mean, your little effort will go a long way. Like I said, many of them are now principals. They have a lot of people working with them, Indians, South Africans, working with them. I mean, they are also making their living from there. So we must carry on doing good job, the good work. We shouldn't be discouraged by what other people are saying. You know yourself.
Yes.
You are you. Nobody can be you. So you know where you're going. You must be focused, and you must have determination, and you must have passion for it. It will drive you.
So now I can imagine real estate is quite lucrative, especially here in Johannesburg. So how do you deal with competition, with rivalry?
With competition, it's. I mean, if you are doing well, right, and people are looking at you, I mean, there will be competition. The question will be, what are you doing that you're doing right, that they are not doing right? So with competition, I look at it from that angle. We are estate agents, right? I need to do something differently from everyone, right? And that's what we do. That's what we every day. That's what we trying to be different from all other companies. There is competition there, and I just want to also use this opportunity to advise also other estate agency company. The competition is good, right? If it is healthy, right? But if it's not healthy, if you don't go there and badmouth other estate agents, then competition for me, I think it makes me stronger. It makes me look at some areas I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
Then I'll now say, okay, I need to focus on those areas. And then I want to be the best in the the east of Johannesburg. We are getting there, right? Remember, there are also some companies that have been here for more than 50 years.
Yeah.
But we are getting there. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there. For me, competition is good if it is healthy.
Okay, so now let's just say you were to meet the mayor of Johannesburg. What would you ask him? What would you say to him? What advice would you give him?
Yeah, the mayor of Johannesburg. If you look at urban decay, right, it's one of the problems that we are facing as an estate agent, because we know what is happening in each and every area.
Yeah.
I mean, we are area specialists, those areas that we're selling. A lot of hijacking, and you see a lot of people go and hijack properties, and for you to get an eviction notice, it is very difficult. Then remember, you buy your property from the bank, it's bonded, you pay your bond every month, and someone comes and hijack your property, right? The banks are not even going to think or give any consideration that your property is hijacked and you're not making money from there. They just want you to pay their money. And your property is hijacked, and you're trying to every means to get those guys out of your property, right? Then it takes time. It takes more than 6 months. You're going to spend your money, to get them out. They should please look at that area. And a lot of other properties are abandoned in the area, right? They should also look at it and see what is happening there, because criminals, it breeds criminals. They live there, they operate from there, they rob people. And that also has to be looked into, so that foreigners, everybody can come and invest, right? And they will be able to buy in the areas, and crime will also be reduced. So one problem is hijack properties, and the stress of getting eviction orders, and the money that you understand. And these guys will be there. They will just vandalize your property, and nothing will be done. So they need to look into that, and also the kind of property, right, and the tenants, and they also need to look at people build and see if everything is on according to as it is in the plan, or they have approved plan to build. And I think those are just few things that they do need to look into, right, so that they can make investors. It will also attract investors to come and invest and to buy properties and to make money also from buying properties and create homes, because I tell you, we need housing really in South Africa, and by doing that, homes will be created, and the environment will be safe, and crime will be reduced.
Okay, so now coming back to a typical person, let's just say I'm earning 3,500 rands. Can I get myself a proper, nice home for me?
Now, you need to pay for consultation fees. I'm joking, joking. Now, 3,500. The idea is this: if you want to buy a home, right, 30% of your income will go towards payment of your bond, right? And if you say you're earning 3,500, that would not be enough, right? You want a flat. It depends on the area you're looking at. The flat will go maybe 100, 120, 130,000, 150,000 rand, a bachelor flat. So it depends. 3,500 is a bit low, but you can combine with your friend, with your family to buy, right? You start from there. Then when you buy your property, then you stay maybe in one room, you renting the other rooms out, you make more money, and it also assists you to pay your bond, right? So you can combine with your friend, you can combine with your family, with your husband, spouse, you can combine with them to buy. So 3,500 is a bit low. So what you do is you calculate 30% of what you're earning will go towards your bond. So if you say, let's take 10,000 rand as an example. You say 30% of 10,000 rand. How much is 30% of 10,000 rand? I think it's a 3,000 rand. So if you buy a house, you can afford to pay 3,000 rand on your bond. So for you to qualify for a property whereby you'll be able to pay 3,000 rand, that means your property should be going for 250,000, 300,000 rand. Depends on what the interest rate at that time is. So if you say it's 10% interest rate, then you are buying a property of 260,000 flat, you'll be able to afford it. So let's just say 30% of your income will go towards your bond. If you are not overcommitted. If you are not driving expensive cars and you're overcommitted, so affordability will be a problem if you're overcommitted. But if you're managing your account very well, then I think you'll be qualified for 250, 280 worth of property.
So now, what's next? Plans for the future?
Plans for the future, it's like I said, I'm not comfortable now, right? I'm still pushing forward. I want to be the best in the industry, right? I want to impact lives, right? We want to move to other areas. Now we are concentrated in Johannesburg East. We want to move to other areas, right? Yeah, that is the plan. Then we do our trainings, trying to do everything possible to be the best out there.
Okay, now you've heard it, Nonke Makaya. We're here, and I've learned so much. Like, I'm even out of breath. So now I'm signing out. Your girl Nandipa. We'll see you once again. Thank you. Bye.